Our gentlemen, here we go, to the center.
So it's about 50-50 when you win the coin toss. You know, when we first started this, we thought it was a huge deal. Turns out not so much.
All right, Blue won the toss. You'll be hitting first. Count
Yeah,
and
You
hand.
still want to go first, don't get me wrong.
100%.
Right on
What
three,
kind of
right on
lunatic
three, must measure.
wants to get slapped first if you got the choice?
Well, and last time against Amir Nuruddin, he won on the first shot.
But look at the neck of Bordeaux. He's all hunched up. He's all tensed up. Sometimes that can have a negative effect. But not today.
Okay.
Let's go.
Remember back in October, they went the distance. They went 3 rounds. It was a unanimous decision victory for Branden Bordeaux, but it was a very competitive match.
Yeah, that was a close matchup as well. Brendan did the most damage, kind of marked up the face of Eddie. They were very animated then. Looks like it's going to continue. Of course, Branden Bordeaux done a little bit of everything. 5-0 in MMA. Multiple time state champion wrestler.
Yep, keep the shoulders down.
And as Charlie said,
right on three.
runs a mobile
Measure.
slaughtering business.
1,
Trying to slaughter him right
2.
here. Right back, I see you, Spaghetti. I said, where'd you get that nickname, Spaghetti? I know it rhymes with Eddie. He said it came from his buddies when he was little. They just call him Spaghettis.
Get up there and do your thing. You got 45 seconds, bro. You know what you got to do. Put this motherfucker to sleep, dog. Look at that fucking club, bro. Still couldn't put you down, bro. Still ain't shit for you, bro. Still ain't even phased you, bro. Ate that shit. Ate that shit. 33 seconds, dog. You got all the time in the world.
Terp Daddy Slim in the corner coaching him up, and a lot of these guys love his enthusiasm.
You don't need that fucking shit on you, dog. You know what you got to do, Eddie.
I know Eddie's
Get
one
up there
of
and do your thing. Do your thing.
Okay, hand and count, Blue.
Right on 2.
Right on 2. Hold up. That's a measure.
Right on 2.
Chin all right? I can't really see it.
Look at the face.
He does turtle up there.
1.
Turtles up.
Oh, that was a nice slap.
Not a bad strategy, because he does turtle up, but he doesn't seem to feel it.
He's really eating those very, very well.
Done seen it.
Hold on. Fair blow. As you said, the heel can come up just ever so slightly.
Yeah, just about an inch or so.
Not enough to where it would affect the power generated.
Okay,
You do
Red,
that full pivot,
hand
a
and
full
count.
step,
Right on 3.
that's a penalty.
Right on 3. Right on 3. There's your measure.
30-year-old Branden Bordeaux
1.
here in round 2.
2.
Oh,
I don't think he had the juice on that one that he wanted.
sounded a little clubby to me.
Sounded a
Looked
little
good,
clubby.
A little clubby. Less
Great
sloppy.
fucking eat, bro.
A little,
He ain't got
a
shit
little
for you.
weaker
Came here hungry.
in the first round.
Hold on. A little palmy to the face.
A little palmy to the face.
You know the
listen,
heel of the hand.
When this first started, there wasn't a lot of technique. We've talked to guys who say there are 3 different types of slaps.
Yep.
And
All right, starting round
some of them
3,
are like
man.
a hook. There's the overhand. There's people that come from underneath.
Up, down, all
Okay, Blue.
round.
Hand and count.
Sideways.
Right on 2.
Right on 2. There's your measure. 1.
The cotton right out of his ear.
This is essentially just a continuation from season 2, because the match there, very, very close. Although it was Brendan that did the most damage, but it's kind of a similar contest.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, they went the distance before.
Ain't nothing you can call then. You
I
drink?
mean, this round should decide things. As we look at your scorecard there, Bisping, you gave the first one to Brahimir, second round to Bordeaux, and this should be
All right, Red, you
the
ready?
decisive round
Fighter
here.
set.
Yep.
Hand and count, Red.
Even Steven
Right
going
on
into
3.
round 3.
Right on 3.
Branden Bordeaux
Measure.
looking to take back the victory. Taking Brahimir to the slaughterhouse.
1. 2.
That was a good shot. Yeah.
He felt that one a lot
Yeah.
more.
It was like he remembered to scream after, you know, and he's like, oh, I'm supposed to
took
be
him a minute,
screaming.
brother.
He's like, hold on a minute, I'm going to have the
Go,
game
man. You know what
shit.
time it is. They came to see Eddie Spaghetti, baby. You did your thing. You did your thing, Eddie. Good fucking job.
He was wobbled.
Good fucking job,
He was dazed, a little
Good
confused,
job,
and then
bro.
he's like, I got to scream.
Good fucking shit, bro. That's it.
That's all.
Let him know, bro. Let him fucking know.
Go, baby.
Be about that shit. About that shit. Eddie's all day about that shit.
Does Turp Daddy Slim ever stop talking?
I don't want him to stop talking.
Get that fucking makeup
He's
off you,
amazing.
bro. You fuck being pretty. You're a dog.
All right,
bro.
there's a look at the
You wanna be
scorecard.
pretty, you're a dog, bro.
Yeah,
You got Bordeaux winning it.
yeah, listen, it was a pretty even match. I think the fight that Brahimir was certainly, you can see the reaction. I spoke about it a second ago. He was kind of a little wobbly, a little dazed. You can see from the look in his eyes. Certainly that final shot from Branden Bordeaux takes it for me. But let's go through it. Here's round one. Brahimir, great slap. Probably the best one all night for Eddie Brahimir. Nicely followed up by Branden Bordeaux, but round one, Brahimir. Look at that. Look how far he comes back. The wind up on that. Solid shot there. I thought there could have been a clubbing incident, but referee never called it. Nice shot there all the way through. Nice consistent follow through. This is the final shot from Branden Bordeaux. Boom, and you can see the kind of wobble. He steps back, a little shaky on the feet. I think that gets the victory for Branden Bordeaux, but I'm not a judge.
You're not, but you are often you're right more often than not is what I was trying to say. So you actually were right, Bisping. We missed it. They did take a point for clubbing. Yeah, more often than not. So if my scorecard was correct, and I didn't realize that they took a point for clubbing, so I had Branden Bordeaux as the winner by 1 point. If they take a point, of course, that would make it a draw. But as I said before, I'm not a referee. I'm not a judge. So let's have a look. Yeah, they're trying to work this out. You know, it is interesting. Brahimir told us that he felt like he was too light in the last fight, bulked up a little bit. Let's see if it actually paid dividends here.
And it's interesting because it was the third slap from Bordeaux that kind of wobbled him, but you got to think, was that because of the clubbing foul in round two? Because it's certainly a stronger impact. When you club them, there's a reason why it's a foul, because it has more impact.
You're right, you're absolutely right. Well, let's find out. Send it to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 28-28, 28-28, and 29-27. This match is a majority draw.
A majority draw. That's probably a 10-8 round 2 because of the penalty. And round 1 and 3, they likely gave to Bordeaux, so that just shows how costly that clubbing penalty was.